Hey guys, welcome to the channel. So today we're going to be covering part 1 of 40. So let's dive in. What are soul ties? Soul ties are very important vehicles for demons and curses to be transmitted. They open up your life for the enemy of your soul to usurp authority over your relationships and make them strenuous and taxing. They bind two persons together in an unhealthy, addictive way. They force behaviors the person would normally not show. A soul tie makes it impossible, or at least immensely difficult, for your spirit to take control. Soul ties are Satan's tricky weapons to destroy your life while you think you are doing God's will and loving with God's love. Soul ties make your life miserable and even try to drag you down to the gates of death. Soul ties make you unable to minister to the person your soul is bound to. You won't even correct wrong behavior. Only to the extent you are free from your soul ties you can bless people. Soul ties block God's rivers of living water from flowing through you to the people. You will only be able to help the other person on a soulish level, crying, feeding, taking care, and pampering that person. But that never really helps. True help is possible only on a spiritual level, and that level is blocked when a soul tie is present. When the spirit is in control of any relationship, soul and body submit to it. However, when the spirit is overruled by the soulish attachments between people, the relationship has entered dangerous ground. Any undue mending together of mind, will, and emotions is a soul tie. Our God is a jealous God who requires us to love Him with all our heart, soul, mind, and strength, according to Mark 12:30. A soul tie can hamper your relationship with your Creator to the extent that that person's approval or disapproval can become more important to you than the very will of God. When two souls are knit together, they often experience the same things, although they are millions of kilometers apart. Science is still studying the mystery of identical twins. Even if they lost contact with each other for many years, experience shows that they usually go through the same incidences at the same time. That is a clear indication of a strong soul tie through inheritance. Though the exact expression soul tie is not found in the Bible, the concept is seen all over. We are spirit beings and we ought to love one another in spirit and in truth. According to Colossians 1:8, 1 John 3:1, 2 John 1:3, John 1. Of course, the Bible commands you to love with a fervent love. But this fervent love begins in the spirit and should not be overpowered by the soulish realm, according to 1 Peter 4:8. What is a soul tie? What does it have to do with family or marriage relationships? Let us have a closer look at Leviticus 17:11. In this verse, we see thrice the same Hebrew word, nephesh, a word with many meanings. It denotes soul, self, life, creature, person, appetite, mind, living being, desire, emotion, and passion. So Leviticus 17:11 says, "For the life, nephesh, of the flesh is in the blood, and I have given it to you upon the altar to make atonement for your souls," which means nephesh. For it is the blood that makes atonement for the nephesh, which means soul. The word nephesh has repeated 3 times in this worse. We could therefore say that the very essence of our being, of our earthly life and character, is in the blood. When God breathed the breath of life into Adam's nostrils, Adam became a living soul, a living nephesh, according to Genesis 2:7. The blood has a great significance and carries specific characteristics of every person. Thorough studies must be done before giving blood transfusions because blood is not only distinguished in group A, B, and O, but also the roughest factor and other factors must be considered. If you have allergies, for example, you are not allowed to donate blood because these allergies would be transmitted by your blood into the receiving person. AIDS, malaria, filariae, and myriads of other diseases are transmitted by blood contact. Somehow, also demons seem to find blood a suitable vehicle for their evil powers. Have you ever wondered why Satanists must drink human and animal blood in their inauguration into witchcraft? Why are blood sacrifices so important in sorcery? Why is blood shed to give legal rights to demons? Why would God make the holy blood of His own Son the redeeming agent for the entire world? There are still many divine secrets to uncover about the importance of blood. Stay tuned for part 2.